What is success? Is it when we have great wealth or when we find peace within our soul? Is luck enough to build a life, or do we also need persistent effort? The following stories may partly answer these questions. Story 1. The Secret of Access. Once, a young man asked the wise Socrates for the secret to success. Socrates patiently listened to the man's question and told him to meet him near the river the next day for the answer. The following day, Socrates asked the young man to walk with him into the river. As they went further, the water rose to the young man's neck. But to his surprise, Socrates pushed him under the water. The young man struggled to get out, but Socrates held him firmly underwater until the boy began to turn blue. Finally, Socrates pulled his head up above the water. Gasping for breath, the young man inhaled deeply. Socrates asked, "What did you want most while your head was under the water?" The young man replied, "Air." Socrates said, "That is the secret of success. When you desire success as much as you desire air while you're underwater, then you will achieve it. There is no other secret." Lesson A. Burning desire is the starting point of all achievements. Just as a small flame cannot produce much heat, a weak desire cannot generate great results. Story 2. What is success? There was once a man who had failed at everything since childhood. Feeling abandoned by fortune, he thought God was unfair. So he decided to meet God and ask, "What is success?" On his journey, he crossed rivers and mountains. At a riverbank, he saw an old man fishing and asked, "Sir, what is success?" The old man replied, "Success is when I can catch fish every day. That is success." The young man continued. In the forest, he met a hunter chasing a wounded animal. He asked the same question. The hunter answered, "Success is when I can hunt prey every day. That is success." Finally, after crossing forests and deserts, the young man reached God and asked again, "Lord, what is success?" God gently replied, "Success is life itself. It is experience, sweat, and effort." Young man, don't focus too much on success. Enjoy the journey that leads you there. The young man suddenly understood. He returned home, wrote down all he had seen and heard, and published a book. That very book finally brought him true success. Lesson: many people desire success but fail to reach it because they don't truly understand life. Only through relentless effort and real action can success be achieved. Story 3. The Value of a Stone. A student once asked his teacher, "Master, what is the value of life?" The teacher handed him a stone and said, "Take this to the market, but don't sell it. Just see how much people offer." At the market, people mocked him for trying to sell an ugly stone. After a long day, a street vendor finally offered 1 coin. The student returned and told his teacher. The teacher smiled and said, "Good. Tomorrow, take it to a gold shop. But remember, do not sell it." To his surprise, the gold shop owner valued the stone at 500 coins. Astonished, the student told his teacher. The teacher then said, "Tomorrow, go to an antique shop. Again, don't sell it." At the antique shop, the owner carefully examined it and offered a fortune, an entire estate. The student, stunned, returned to his teacher. The teacher explained, "This stone is in fact a rare ancient gem, worth a lifetime of wealth. Life is like this stone. To some who cannot recognize its value, it is worthless. To others who understand, it is priceless. The stone never changes, only people's perception does. So it is with life. Its worth depends on how you see and appreciate it." Lesson: everyone values success and happiness differently. Respect each person's choice and make your own life meaningful in your own way. Only you can decide the true value of your life. Success is not about the destination. It lies in the journey itself. Every opportunity, every experience, and the way we value ourselves create a life worth cherishing.